What a beautiful day.
Outside again, a beautiful Saturday afternoon.
It's like exactly room temperature outside.
WERR Eyewitness News interrupts your programming for this breaking story. We're here. Good day. Peter Johnson with WERR Eyewitness News, your source for breaking news stories in the Carolinas. This hour, rain. Meteorologist Stephen Stevens has more.
Well, Peter, there really is no denying that North Carolina is feeling a little under the weather right now. As we look at the southeastern portion of the United States, we do see this storm front moving in at a breakneck speed toward the Carolinas. We see our storm front pushing off to the west, and we see this other front pushing to the east, and together they are creating this turbulence that we see here in the form of red, which looks interestingly like a few days after I skinned my knee as a child after I fell off my bike. Of course, we can rest assured that we are not Georgia or Alabama at this point, thank God, but the Carolinas are experiencing some precipitation, which we are not necessarily used to. I do want to encourage everyone watching to make sure that you bring your umbrellas, your rain jackets, and your mud slickers, because you might need all three today as you go about your business. Now, if you are a tree or other member of the flora in North Carolina, you are probably really enjoying today. So there is always a silver lining to any cloud here at WERR. Now, we at WERR are monitoring this storm very closely. Let's go onto the street and talk with some of you to see what you think about this unexpected rainfall.
Well, the way I think about it, man, you look at like Jupiter and you see that huge hurricane on Jupiter, and then you start complaining about some rain? Like, who are we, man? Who are we to like say our problems are worse than Jupiter's? We're in this together, man. We're in this together. One universe, everybody. One universe.
Well, I was just getting the clothes at the laundromat, and I thought, well, what's going on over here? It's a bunch of people with the television camera. I love television cameras, and people love to get on TV, let me tell you. Yes, I would like to comment about the weather. The weather is a bit moist today. It's not a whole lot of sunshine going on, but that's okay. It's one of those things I've gotten used to. The more that you deal with sun and clouds, the more you get used to the transition. So I always try and keep myself in practice with the weather and just make sure not to do anything too crazy.
As we've evolved as a species, we've gotten to be more in tune with how the weather is in comparison to our feelings. But ultimately, man, it's not really any of that. It's your frame of mind, at any given point in time when we're here together as a one person. So that's what I think, man.
Some might say that you could actually get some sort of toxic or acid rain falling from the sky in conditions like this. However, that happened to be a debunked myth that originated in the 1990s with the Clinton administration. And then after that, everyone kind of started chilling out and forgetting about acid rain entirely, in which case, we're here today with no burnt skin and our eyes still work. So I think we're onto something here. Knowing what rain is and what rain could be, it's just, it's a really good thing all around. What do I feel about the weather? I just want to fly my drone.
Well, isn't that great, everybody? Only at WERR will you see man-on-the-street interviews about precipitation to such an in-depth degree. Peter, back to you.
He just wants to fly his drone. Powerful words from the youth of our nation. Up next, can pigs really fly? One pink Portuguese pot-bellied pig may hold the answer. That and more after these messages. Don't go anywhere. EdRicker.com, the best website for the best people. Some of us have it, and some of us don't. Visit EdRicker.com to see who. Christmas came early. EdRicker.com. Have you heard of EdRicker.com? Oh, sorry. I have 4 words for you. EdRicker.com. More EdRicker.com, please. Well, at first it was all right, but then one thing led to another, and EdRicker.com.
Well, the companies control the weather, right? All the companies control all the weather. So it's not really going to matter, is it? Holy sh**. Woo! Should I not be out here?
But we are right in front of the street here, so I hope we don't get hit. There are a lot of people going around behind us, but that's okay. And actually, I'm not sure if you were aware, but the chances of getting hit by a car are 1 in 7,500 when you're walking across the street, whereas if you're walking down the side of the street, it's actually 1 in 776. So there is a bit of a discrepancy in terms of how you walk across the street, whether you walk down or across it. But for now, since we're on the sidewalk, I doubt we have any problems at all.